The food service community has always been faced with difficulties in finding and retaining a skilled, long-term, and reliable workforce. In the age of social distancing, when we're not able to cram as many kitchen workers into a small space as we previously were able to, this has become a critical issue in many cases. So with that in mind, today we'd like to present some possible solutions that can maximize efficiency in the kitchen and maximize on consistency while continuing to operate with a reduced workforce. When it comes to vacuum sealers, one of the biggest things that sets Sammic apart from other competitors in this market is our pump. Sammic uses a Bush pump, whereas most manufacturers on the Canadian market will use an imported pump because it's a lower cost. However, the Bush pump is much more powerful, produces much more compression, and works much more efficiently. And the engineering of the Sammic vacuum sealer machines is entirely around preserving the integrity of this pump. So there's a dry oil function which prolongs the life of the oil that is preserving the pump, allowing you, or rather making it easier for you to keep the pump operating in prime condition. This will extend the life of the unit much beyond some of our competitors. And again, it's just a much more powerful pump than what you'll see in a lot of our competitors. Another way that we can look at reducing labor cost in a workforce reduced kitchen is batch cooking, and batch cooking in a controlled manner with consistent results. For many common menu items, traditional cooking methods require long cook times, constant monitoring, or staff intervention. They're subject to yield loss or all of the above. By taking a more unconventional approach to common and conventional menu items, a kitchen can operate with minimized waste, more consistent results, and increased labor efficiency. The items we're going to show for this section are a sous vide cooked lentil. We're going to look at a traditional mashed potato, and we're going to look at a sous vide poached egg. With cooking of lentils, they're a relatively volatile product in the sense that an extended cooking time or a cooking temperature that reaches a higher level than what's desired can have really pronounced results on the end product. Lentils will break apart and become mealy and degrade if they're cooked for longer or at a higher temperature than's desired. So by employing the use of the Smart V9 immersion circulator, you're able to bring the cooking medium to an exact temperature, and you're able to set it to cook for an exact amount of time, which is going to produce the exact results that you're looking for. A nice bite to the product, totally cooked, not mealy, and not breaking apart into visually unappealing state. When producing mashed potatoes, although they're not a difficult menu item to produce, they do take a fair amount of monitoring and staff intervention to produce. So what we're going to do here with the mashed potatoes is go from raw product to plate ready without any intervention from staff. The end result will be a product that can be removed from the vacuum sealed bag, quickly crushed or mashed at the time of service and sent out on the plate. By doing that, you're going to reduce quite a few man hours over the course of a week. Poached eggs are very much a common brunch item, but are also incredibly problematic when it comes to yield loss and staff monitoring. It's quite easy for a poached egg to break apart in the poaching water or to be missed by the line cook and overcook. And by being able to cook them to a specific temperature over a specific time, and then potentially chill them down for a la minute service, it dramatically reduces the waste that could be produced from traditional methods, and also reduces the need for a staff member to be monitoring them constantly. This particular method of doing a sous vide poached egg is quite helpful. You can do a full 144 eggs at once in a sous vide circulator, assuming the vessel is large enough. Take them all to 147 degrees, cook them for 47 minutes, and then chill them back down. They can then be cracked open at the time of service into a water bath just to bring them back up to a warm temperature, and then plated. Again, it just minimizes waste, minimizes the chance of um, degradation over time and spoilage. And this particular method of cooking poached eggs can dramatically increase your product and decrease labor cost.